But there's a new law on the books which could affect your retirement income and income you leave to your heirs. Stewart Welch from the Welch Group joins us here to talk about the good and bad of the Secure Act. First of all, some folks might not even know what the Secure Act is.
You got to hear this.
Yeah.
Setting every community up for retirement enhancement.
Okay.
Secure.
Okay.
And it affects, there's some good news and there's, I think, some really bad news, a stealth tax for wealthy families.
Yeah.
So, and
this is bipartisan legislation that was
totally
passed.
bipartisan. Yeah. It's flown under the radar, but they have literally raised billions of dollars in taxes on wealthy families. So there's good news and bad news. The good news is the required minimum distribution has been extended. It used to be 70.5. Now you don't have to start taking distributions until you are 72. So you get an extra 18 months. Small businesses, they've created some incentives for small businesses to start 401k style plans. So what that's going to mean is more employees are going to have an opportunity to be part of a retirement plan.
That is good news.
That is good news, and probably the better news is there's now no age limit for IRA contributions. You used to not be able to make a contribution after age 70.5. Now there's no limit. Obviously, you still have to have earned income in order to make a contribution.
All right, now the bad news.
The bad news is, I think, really bad news for wealthy families. Under the new law, this is for non-spouses. So let's say you make your child or your grandchild the beneficiary of your IRA. You have family wealth, so you don't need to use your IRA. Let's say that family has enough wealth or earnings that they don't need to take money from your IRA. Under the old law, they could pay that over their life expectancy, which might be 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60 years.
Yeah.
Under the new Secure Act, everything has to be out in 10 years. And if you think about that, Mike, that means that money's going to be forced into those children, those adult children and grandchildren. It's going to be forced in on top of their already earned income. So it's a huge tax. And then
something to deal with, obviously. Now, how are the insurance lobbyists tied to this as well, though?
So the insurance lobbyists played a huge role in this, and they got a big win for them. I think not a good win for the consumer. They're going to now have annuities available through 401ks. And you and I have talked about annuities before. In general, they're very complex. They're not generally consumer friendly. I've been in the business for 40 years. I don't think I've ever recommended an annuity. So I think the caution is if somebody's trying to get you to do an annuity in a 401k, you need to be skeptical.
All right, Stewart Welch with some good insight on the Secure Act. Be aware and beware that there is good and bad. All right, up next, well, we all know it.